What do you do to escape reality? Stay up awfully late. Read fantasy fiction. Stargazing sets me straight. Shower. Time flows slow in there for some reason. Walk my dog early in the morning. We pretend we are navigating an apocalyptic landscape in the search for treats. Repetitive medium labor. Raking, leaf blower, splitting logs, yard work, a light jog. Something about working until your muscles get that numbness to it. The rest of the world aside from what you're doing just melts away and you reach a point where it doesn't matter. And hey, it's good exercise. Daydream. Write fiction, read fiction, gaming. Listen to music, game. Video games. Run. And not in some fitness guru way where it really brings me into a meditative headspace. When I'm running I just can't think about anything but running. Exercise, and if I have more time, go for a longer hike and enjoy nature. I don't care how old I am, I will always enjoy walking around forest, fallen leaves up to your knees, kicking them around, listening to rustling, and walking on freshly fallen snow. Come here and read. Edit. Just got back from school and saw this. Late at night, I take my bike and ride to my old elementary school that's now a public park. I sit down on the same bench I've always sat at, and I start recording. I found that talking my problems out, or talking about anything, just helps me to escape. Some of those audio logs I've listened to countless times. I catch myself thinking, wow, I actually said that. Maybe someday I'll post them online, or preserve them as a memento to the times I've lived through. I can tell you right now, if I never started making those logs I wouldn't be half the person I am now. Sleep. Too depressed and broke to even try anything else. Not today, narc. Garden. Saved me from depression. No meds ever worked. Browse Reddit for stupid lengths of time. Isn't that why we're all here on Reddit? I create fantasy worlds and build them up, complete with languages, culture, people, history, etc. It's fun. If I'm escaping something like someone talking about something I don't want to hear, I just stop listening and start thinking about my to-do list of the day. YouTube. I drink too much, but also there's virtual reality. Talk about an escape. I love my Oculus. Skate. Drugs. Either escape into my own mind, or go into VR. For me they are kinda similar. Dissociate lol. Not by choice. Kinda feels city tbh. Read a book. I pretend I won the lottery and escape to my first 24 hours of being debt-free. It works to put me asleep, when I need to disassociate from a bad feeling, etc. I find a cozy, somewhat isolated section of a trail or creek and smoke a cigar while listening to podcasts. Can't say it is the healthiest habit, but it gets me outdoors and makes me less anxious. Star Trek TNG, Star Trek DS9, Star Trek Voyager, Star Trek Enterprise, Stargate SG-1. Rinse and repeat. Mastermate. Eat. Make up scenarios in my head till I sleep, nap, smoke weed. Think about stuff I like. Play music. Yesterday I was feeling sad about COVID. I sat at the piano and played Handel's Sarabande over and over for like 2 hours in a daze of feeling weird and missing my life. Cook. You get a reward at the end and improve your skills for the next go-round. Since you have to eat daily, it is also a good money saver. Smoke weed. You really need to try lucid dreaming. It takes time but is the best. There are several books you can read them for instructions and you can do anything in your dreams on your own command. It's pretty cool tbh. Drink. If you black out multiple days in a row it feels like time travel. Make a fourth wall break. Reddit. I dream about buying a bit of land somewhere ruralish, building a small home, having animals, nothing fancy, just away from people and away from the noise of life. I take a nap. I pretend I am a robot stuck in a human world that needs to blend in by acting overly human. An example. I felt down so I put my phone and stuff away and got some food at a noodle place. Since I had no phone to bypass time I instead marveled at the chefs putting together a meal for me and made sure they got hyped up by me watching. After enjoying a meal that I watched with so much anticipation I let those guys know that damn that food made my day. It makes an occurrence like just going to eat food a lot less boring dystopia and a lot more human. Very loud music. Daydream to an unhealthy degree. A quick diagnosis from Dr. Google says it's maladaptive daydreaming disorder. Mod the sit out of Skyrim until it looks better than real life and then play it for days. Listen to an audiobook in a bed with a thick warm blanket. Acid or psilocybin usually. Video games. Meditation. I lay in the grass when it's sunny. Ketamine or similar. Methoxetamine, ephedrine, MXIP. Don't do drugs, but if you do, spend a lot of time researching on blue light before you do. Go free diving. You have to leave absolutely everything behind at the surface. Quiet your mind, calm your body, and meditate while you sink into the weightless and peaceful embrace of Mother Ocean. Plus you can get super close to all of your guild friends. Or rock climbing. Real climbing outside. Similar concept but not quite as immersive. Play guitar. This is the best AskReddit submission so far this year. 10 out of 10 fascinating. Smoke weed. Take long showers. Take a hike in the nearby wilderness preserve. Or play Skyrim for the 34th time. It's hard work trying to find reality in this culture. Everything is a distraction from the real world. Just turn on ANC on my headphone and listen to my favorite music. Good boxing sparring sessions helps. I know that I might get a loot of hate for this, but the people that understand trauma and anxiety might understand, or even just people that are respectful. But anyway, I get into the headspace of a dog. I don't know why it helps, but for some reason the more relaxed thought process and not needing to care about anything slows down my non-stop racing brain, allowing me to actually sleep. I understand people are now going to hate, but it's what I do to feel happy, so if you're a decent person please don't hate on me. Video game. Working out. Video games. Reading. Watching Netflix. All of this alone. Travel through a wormhole. Video games. Music. And anime. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Listen to music. I smoke a joint. Drive to the mountains. Hike a little to the usual spot that I go to only to smoke another joint. I love it so much. I could give a BS answer like music and video games, but if I'm honest it's drinking whiskey outside at night. I'm a night owl and I feel more alive during nighttime. Whiskey soothes me during the day, so doing both just works. Sometimes I just go outside, look at the stars and take a swig or two. If it's raining then it's 10x better. I know it's not healthy, but I'm poor so I can't afford therapy, but I can afford whiskey and there will always be another night.